welcome to my channel. In the last video I showed you some angels, the same angels faces that I have here, and I showed them to you being made like this, just flat with lace and coffee filters for skirts and so on. These are the same angels, but what I've done is I have made them on a styrofoam cone. So I'm going to show them to you, and I'm going to tell you how I made certain ones, and it's pretty easy. You can do it yourself, but I just thought first I'll show you what it is that I did with this cone. I'll show you the cones too. I got these at Walmart, and I got them a couple years ago, but I think they probably still sell them. I haven't needed them, so I'm going to open one though and give you a good look. They're about 6 inches tall, a little less than 6 inches tall, and they're not real, fat or anything. They're just kind of nice for these angel faces, and I'll show you. Let me see. Well, I'll show you afterwards. Anyways, okay, so this one, what I did was I gathered some lace about 6 inches long and about 11 inches wide, because I wanted it nice and full, and then I put applique. I glued the applique onto the lace, and the way that I do applique on lace is I take my what do you call these again, silicone, the end of a spatula that I bought at the dollar store. I put it in my lace, I put my applique on, and then I hot glue. And I leave the silicone pad in there for a minute until it's dry, but I squish it down. That makes the glue flexible. And so then I take it out when it's done, and I have this. Now I did this on the glitter paper that I showed you last time, and she is reversible, so I put a bow. I did different on the front than I did on the back. You can see I used a flower and some ribbon, but the halo is the same on the front and the back, and it's just so pretty with the glitter paper that I learned about from Lori over at the Happy Birds Glitter Nest. Okay, so that's that one. Now this one is with this cone, but I cut 1 inch off down from the bottom because she's kind of small, and I wanted her to fit better. So I put her, let's see if I can do it here. I could have made her that tall, but I really didn't want to. I wanted to, she looked a little just too tall for me. So I put her, and I did not, on this one, I did not do the back the same. I used the glitter paper on the back, and I'm going to tell you and show you how to do that. It's very, very easy. And I just put a organza bow back there. I had some Christmas material, and this came off of a little girl's dress. And I made a bow, and I cut out a flower, and she's real cute. She's gonna go on my mantle. And then this one here, she has blue in her gown, so I wanted to bring that out. So first of all, I did her in layers. I did a layer of white lace. Then I found that I had this blue netting. It's not really voile, it's netting. And I did her as well. I didn't do her reversible. And then I attached, using my silicone spatula, I attached these applique that I got off of a dress. And I love the beading on there. And I've had it for a long time, so I'm glad I get something to use it on. And this is an applique off of a big applique. And I just put a rose in there and did a bow. And now her crown is different than her crown. This crown I put on her head, and this crown I stood up. I put it in between her head and the backing. I also, when I did that, I pulled the crown, the pipe cleaner, back, because if you do it straight up, it's just too far out from her face. So I pulled it back a little bit, and then it looks better that way. And this one, I'm calling her my Thanksgiving angel. She's going to go on my Thanksgiving table for Thanksgiving Day. And this is a different way to put her on. I have not actually glued her on because I'm going to show you. I'm going to take that off and show you what I did. And I'll probably do that right now. Might as well do it. I'm going to just unpin. I have her pinned in there. And this is her. And this is the top. And I just glued her halo on the back. What I wanted to do with her, I wanted to see, because with, let's see. Let me see, where did it go? Okay. Well, this is the original one, and it had this long skirt, and I put it on there, but I really wanted to see what it would look like. Could I put her on there and make her more like that? And I liked that, so I did not cut this down. It just looks smaller, I think, with the lace on it. And this is the trim that I used. It's like 3 layers of ruffles. And I did not buy this at a fabric store. I bought it at a Goodwill store. It was on a dress. So I had plenty of it. I don't know where any more of it is. But anyways, one of the angels, this one, will not go on here. And the reason is when you put it on here, there's too much of a gap on the side. So the smaller angels won't fit unless you wanted to shave down the styrofoam so that there wasn't such a gap. But the others seem to, see, the wings are so big you can pull them together, you can glue them together. But with that one, I couldn't do it with that. So anyways, back to this. So I decided to take the skirt out, and I have this, and then I had her front and back, and what was happening, because I put her on, I'm going to use this, I put her on here, the head was way too far away from, the back head was way too far away from the front head. There was a big gap, and I didn't want that. And as you can see in the wings, there's a bit of a gap there. So what I decided to do was to just mess around with this. I took this and a piece of cardstock and my glue gun, which is a total wreck. Wow. I've been really gluing like crazy. I don't know if I can get it. Okay. Okay. And I lifted her up, lifted up her wings, and I just did the side of her wings there. And then I lifted her up like this so that she would be out like that. And I did the side of the wing there. I'm just going to do that a little bit to hold that in place. And then that. You can actually do it on the foam and you get a whole better thing. And then I cut it out around here. Now you may come up with a much better way to do this, most likely. And I didn't cut into that. I left some behind her head because I'm going to fold that over onto the styrofoam cone. But I did cut around the rest of it. And I had cut her skirt out too, so I'll show you that. I cut right up close to her arms. I'll speed this part up for you. It's not necessary to watch me cut things out. Okay, this is going to be the back. This is going to be the back, which is good because it's going to support her on the foam. So I'm going to cut this off. And now I'm going to put her on here. Like so. Okay. And then I'm going to come back here and I'm just going to cut some slits down to the foam. And I'm going to snip the corners off because they get in the way. And then I'm just going to fold it over. There you go. And then I will glue that to the foam. It will be, you won't see it sticking up. And then I will also glue the wings together. Back here I could cut some off. I don't need all that on there. So it won't show in the front. And there you have a different kind of, connection with the girl. And for or with a cone, for the halo, if you don't know how to make one, I just wrap one around my finger. And then I wrap it around, this is a pipe cleaner, around there, and then I cut it off. Or I leave a little stem, it just depends. And then these seem to fit well when you put it around your index finger. It seems to work. So then I'll glue it on there like I did here. And actually I cut off the wings up here on the first one, but you don't have to because obviously you don't. But I think I didn't like the gap, so that's probably why I did it. So maybe if you just glue it a little bit. What I actually did was I put her on here, I pinned her, then I put the paper on and glued it where I felt it would be secure that I needed to do. And then I took her off and cut it to fit. And then I have this. So I just wanted to show you some other ways to use the angels. As long as we've got them, we might as well use them, right? Right. So, and this was, I had this in my stash, Happy Thanksgiving, and I thought, oh, cool. So I may put some glitter on her, I may not. I kind of like her antique-y looking. Some flowers that I had in my stash, halo, and that's it. She's ready for Thanksgiving dinner. So, I hope this inspires you to do something more with your angels, not just hang them on a tree. You can do other things, decorate with them. Cut them down to size if you want to. If you want smaller ones, you can cut them down and make them, you could do like shorts, tall, short, tall. You could have them stepwise, a little short, little taller, little taller, little taller. Any way you want to organize them, make them as a centerpiece. I think that centerpieces would look really nice with some pine and some berries and poinsettias, maybe a snowman. There's just so many things you can do with these. So I just wanted to share that with you. And thank you for stopping by. And if you like my video, I hope you'll give me a thumbs up.